Hey YouTubers, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to take you on a tour of one of the most popular parks in the Thousand Trails system, Thousand Trails Palm Springs. I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly and tell you whether you should visit here. Can't wait to walk you around the campground. Let's get into it. Thousand Trails Palm Springs is one of the most popular parks in the system. It is a high-use park, so it is restricted from December 1st through March 31st. Not only is it high-use and restricted, it also has a 28-day exit requirement, meaning once you come into the park and you stay your allotted amount of time, you must leave the park for 28 days before you're allowed back in. Thousand Trails Palm Springs is a great park by location. It is a typical Thousand Trails park. As we talk about the park, let's go on a flyover. As you can tell, the sites are relatively close together, and the park itself is in a fairly compact space. Walking around and looking at the sites though, you can tell they're actually fairly large. In fact, they're kind of deceptively large. There's a number of large Class A's here that fit in just fine, and I'm showing you my site right now with my 35-foot motorhome plus Bronco towed. I had plenty of room and room to spare. So the sites are larger than they first appear when you're driving through. However, as you can tell from the layout, they utilize every square inch of this park to get in quite a few people. This is definitely a crowded park. As you walk up and down the rows, there's not that many empty spaces. Overall, I have no complaints with the size of the sites. There's plenty enough of them that can accommodate larger rigs. And even though there's a fair amount of people packed in here, it doesn't feel like you're cramped either. You're definitely not looking in your neighbor's window when you put your slide out. On to my favorite part, the amenities. This is simply not an amenity-rich park. As we fly over the activity center, you can tell that it has a pool and a hot tub. The pool hot tub activity center is actually a fairly lovely area. I particularly liked the pool because it felt resort-like. Being that it's Palm Springs in winter, I didn't personally go in. However, there were a fair number of people lounging by the pool, enjoying the warmer day. The hot tub appeared to be fairly hot. When I dipped my toes in it, it felt pretty good. There were a number of people enjoying that amenity, and I felt like there was a good vibe going around the pool overall. The activity center itself is fairly nice. While not super modern, it's not super dated, and it's certainly not run down. Moreover, I want to give a shout out to the activity coordinator at this park because there were constantly activities going on. I was getting text after text about things happening, and I thought that was wonderful. I will say this is one of the nicest billiards rooms I've seen. There's billiards tournaments and pictures on the walls of the winners of those tournaments, which I thought was pretty cool. The billiards tables themselves are in excellent shape. In addition, this park seems to be obsessed with pickleball courts. There is no shortage of pickleball courts, nor is there a shortage of pickleball games. So if you're into pickleball, this may be a great Thousand Trails park for you. While the children's play center is small, it appeared to be fairly nice, and there are definitely a lot of kids running around this park. In fact, the 5-mile-per-hour speed limit is definitely necessary because they seem to dart out from everywhere when you're trying to drive around. So I'm going to go ahead and say this is a fairly kid-friendly park, even though it lacks some kid amenities. There's a dog park in the park, however, I didn't find it to be particularly nice, and my dog wasn't particularly interested. It is fairly small. There's also a horseshoe area, and I want to show you, it just really wasn't in good shape. And that's a little bit of a metaphor for parts of the Thousand Trails system, if we're being really honest. Hey, real quick, before we go on with the video, if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like and subscribe button, turn on notifications, drop me a line in the comments, let me know your favorite Thousand Trails park in the state of California. On with the video. From a logistics standpoint, there are bathhouses and laundry houses located throughout the park. There's also dumpsters located throughout the park. The laundry is definitely dated, and the machines are card operated, so you have to purchase a $10 card to do laundry here in addition to your actual laundry cost. I personally hate that, because I'd rather have a system that actually works with apps and credit cards, but it is what it is. I didn't use the laundry while I was here. However, I did talk to folks who were doing it. The machines all seem to work and they all seem to be in working order, at least in the laundry room I checked out. The one thing I absolutely loved about this campground was the views. You get epic mountain views, and from the campground you get views of palm trees with snow-capped peaks in the background. The desert mountains are just gorgeous. If there's a downside, you're looking at it. It's that you're literally right next to I-10. So the upside of this park is its phenomenal location. The downside of this park is its phenomenal location. If you want to know all the cool things I did while staying at TT Palm Springs, check my video out here. I would say I actually like this campground, not necessarily because the campground is so amazing, but because it is a great location for doing all kinds of things in the Palm Springs area, and I have had a great 2 weeks exploring Palm Springs. I hope you'll check out my video of all the cool things I did, because I think you'll want to do many of them yourself, because you will have an epic adventure here at Thousand Trails Palm Springs if you do. And from just a sheer logistics point, you're blocks away from a Walgreens, a nice grocery store, multiple restaurants. So whether you're looking for basic necessities like groceries, or world-class dining, or fun adventures at Joshua Tree National Park, Thousand Trails Palm Springs is your base camp for absolute adventure and fun. You will enjoy visiting this park. If there is a downside, it's simply its location being right next to the freeway. It is very noisy, and that is the only downside and thing I didn't like about this park. After my amazing 2 weeks here, I would definitely come back to enjoy all that Thousand Trails Palm Springs and the surrounding area has to offer. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button, turn on notifications, drop me a line in the comment, let me know your favorite Thousand Trails park in the state of California. Thanks for watching, take care.